Welcome to Best Ball Study Hall. I am your host, Jeremiah Retzlaff. You can find me on X at Coach Retzlaff1. I have the Schnauzer, the 10-second clock. I've drawn the 103, so I have for the viewing audience the draft displayed on the board, and I will be drafting from my phone. I have drawn the 3 spot. I am very excited. The draft is going to start in 20 seconds. I'm just ready to click and just in rapid fire succession, have this draft rattle off. I've heard 20 minutes to 25 minutes is the usual range of time that it takes. So I am thrilled, ready to just click the button and get going on this draft. It will be rapid, and I will try and keep up with this. Here we go. 10 seconds. Here's the 101. Already down to 4 seconds. CMC goes. I imagine CD Lamb will go next. Got choices to make, decisions. You got to be rapid fire and ready. Looks like we have an auto pick CD Lamb. I'm going to go ahead and click Jamar Chase, do something different. And here we are. We got a little bit of time here. The thing about slow drafts, 30-second drafts, is the fact that by about round 13, I can actually get bored. So it's actually fun for me to have these 10-second clocks. It actually locks me in more. I'm a slow drafter, but I like to be able to pick up my phone and draft at ease when I like. I don't like being beholden to a draft for too long. I'm 12 picks away now. This is rapid fire. Justin Jefferson, Tyreek, Amon-Ra, and A.J. Brown went right after me with Jamar Chase. Garrett Wilson just went at the 11. Let's see what the double tap does. Bijan and Brees went 8 and 9. And then the double tap person goes Jahmyr Gibbs, and they take Drake London. Let's see who comes back to me. I'm going to rattle off wide receiver to go with Jamar Chase. Nakua, the 10 hole is on the clock. They end up with Chris Olave. Some people are timing out here. It's right at that 0 mark. And then, of course, your phone is buzzing immediately on the 10 seconds. There's no grace period here. It is rapid fire. A.J. Brown drafter goes Jalen Waddle, and I am up next. Nico Collins just went with the Tyreek drafter. Justin Jefferson drafter goes Saquon Barkley, and I am going to go Deebo Samuel. He's up there at the clock. Maybe Brandon Ayuk gets traded, and I end up getting value there with Deebo Samuel matriculating up to the number 1 spot. Mike Evans goes right after. Here comes the first drafter, the 24-25 2-3 turn. They go Devon Achane, Devonta Smith. I'm about to be back on the clock. I will go either Malik Neighbors or DK Metcalf here, just starting strong at wide receiver. And they get DK Metcalf. I go Malik Neighbors, so you have to have players for players. I was ready to go either Neighbors or DK Metcalf. My team so far is Jamar Chase, Deebo Samuel, and Malik Neighbors. I love the start I have. I don't feel any pressure in any direction right now to go. I have outs for Joe Burrow, definitely outs for Daniel Jones, and Deebo Samuel, of course, with the San Francisco 49ers. After me goes Stephon Diggs, Kyron Williams, DJ Moore, Derrick Henry, Cooper Kupp. There's Michael Pittman Jr. And I am up in 12 picks. Tank Dell is at the top of the board. Here, the 10 spot, they have Puka, Olave, and now they've gone Tank Dell. Here comes the 11 spot. Garrett Wilson and Marvin Harrison. Nice start there for them. They go with T. Higgins. So 3 wide receivers. When in doubt, click a wide receiver, right? At the 12th spot, Jahmyr Gibbs, Drake London. Let's see, the 36-37 double tap. They go Sam Laporta. They get the onesie position advantage. They also pair with Jahmyr Gibbs. And who do they end up with? 1 second left. They get Christian Kirk. All right, we're rapid succession. I'm 8 picks away. I'm going to star up some Terry McLaurin. I will have a wraparound pick. So I will see some Lamar Jackson, maybe some Mark Andrews will be available for me. See if I can pull that off. I've got Lamar and Andrews as possibilities. Travis Kelce goes 2 picks ahead of me. Lamar Jackson just went. That's okay. I will lean into another wide receiver. I go with Terry McLaurin. No panic there. And I have at the top of my queue, Trey McBride, Isaiah Pacheco, and Hollywood Brown. I've gone 4 wide receivers to start my draft. Patrick Mahomes and Hollywood Brown go at the turn. Good stack there for them. And now I'm sitting here between Trey McBride and Mark Andrews and Dalton Kincaid. Okay, There's Trey McBride for me. I'm up in 18 picks, so a little pressure off at this stage of the draft. Let me review my team. Jamar Chase, Deebo Samuel, Malik Neighbors, Terry McLaurin, Trey McBride. I've got outs for Jaden Daniels. I have the out for Kyler Murray with Trey McBride. No pressure with Malik Neighbors, Deebo Chase. All my quarterback situations are in a good setup. I can push running back down. This could be a 0 running back team as I'm trying to get advantage at receiver. And I have a onesie special at tight end. What went after me? CJ Stroud, Calvin Ridley. We're here in the 5th round. Dalton Kincaid, Keenan Allen, Jaden Reed, Anthony Richardson. Rashee Rice goes with pick 58. And that is Numi. Numi has Puka Nacua, Chris Olave, Tank Dell, Amari Cooper, and Rashee Rice. So a 5 wide receiver start for them. The turn pick, Jahmyr Gibbs, Drake London, Sam Laporta, Christian Kirk. Who do they double tap? They get Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs falls there a bit to pick 60. They are on the clock. I am 9 picks away. They end up with Xavier Worthy. So I'll be up at picks 70 and 75. I really like my team. I don't feel pressure to go towards the running back position. I think I'm just going to keep going extreme wide receiver. And if I see a quarterback that builds towards what I want, I will go in that direction. But Kyler isn't up until pick 81, and I'm there at pick 75. So let me star Kyler Murray. I'm up in 5 picks. James Cook just went. Here comes Jordan Addison. Joe Mixon goes pick 66. Kyle Pitts at 67. Sorry, I am 2 picks away. At pick 70, I like DeAndre Hopkins, Ladd McConkey. McConkey would be another good out for me. D-Hop goes in front of me, so I will click on Ladd McConkey. Very nice there. So I've got late quarterback push to go along. Hopefully, I will have Kyler Murray spring to me. If not, I will continue to lean into wide receiver. Kenneth Walker goes right after at pick 71. Here's the turn pick. The McCaffrey person has Achane, Devonta Smith, Mahomes, Hollywood Brown, Brian Thomas Jr., and David Montgomery. I am 1 pick away. This person had gone Kenneth Walker. They go George Kittle, and I'm going to activate some Kyler Murray. So I've got a good 0 running back team. Jamar Chase, Deebo Samuel, Malik Neighbors, Terry McLaurin. Ladd McConkey is my 5th receiver. I have Trey McBride and Kyler Murray. I have the onesie position, quarterback Murray and Trey McBride. And I have 5 wide receivers built. I feel no pressure to go towards running back, although at this point, with a 0 RB build, I can entertain the running backs if they are appealing there. But I have such good QB value the rest of my way in this draft between Brock Purdy, Malik Neighbors with Daniel Jones, Terry McLaurin with Jaden Daniels if I want to go extreme there. I have a ton of Jaden Daniels, though. Then, of course, Justin Herbert with Ladd McConkey. I'm happy that I have a stack filled up on this team. I am up in 10 picks. We are getting to that little desert of receivers, and I'm glad that I have the share of receivers that I do have. So I may be looking at some Jonathan Brooks, Zamir White, Jalen Warren, just some upside running backs at this stage of the draft. I also have Joe Burrow out there. He's 7 picks away, but he is 3 picks down on the board for the queue for me. I may entertain getting Joe Burrow here if Joe Burrow does fall for me, since I have Jamar Chase, who has gone in the 8th round so far. Cortland Sutton. There's that wide receiver desert. Jonathan Brooks, Zamir White, Najee Harris, Curtis Samuel, DeAndre Swift, Aaron Jones, Jordan Love. I am 1 pick away. I will either go Jalen Warren or Joe Burrow here. I can push running back if I want to get the advantage at the quarterback position. Beautiful. I go Joe Burrow. I'm going to see if Brock Bowers can actually fall back to me at 99. I could be done, set and forget at quarterback and tight end. Jalen Warren goes. All right, I'll queue up Zach Moss, Trey Benson. Jaden Daniels just went. Tyler Lockett went at the turn at the wraparound picks. I'm 1 pick away from Brock Bowers. They have 2 tight ends in front of me. So I'm thinking I can pull this off. Yes, I have Brock Bowers. So I'm 18 picks away. Let me read off my team. I've got Jamar Chase with Joe Burrow, Deebo Samuel, Malik Neighbors, Terry McLaurin, Ladd McConkey. McBride and Kyler Murray are stacked. Then I just got Brock Bowers. So I am McBride, Bowers. I'm set and forget at tight end. I'm set and forget with Kyler Murray and Joe Burrow. And let's see what the team number 4 next to me did. They did Jefferson, Barkley, Diggs, Travis Etienne, CJ Stroud to go with Diggs, DeAndre Hopkins, Evan Ingram. So they got some Tennessee Jacksonville correlation, Raheem Mostert, and they have Romeo Doubs. We're getting to the end of the 9th round, and I am 10 picks away. At this stage of the game, I should be looking towards some running backs. I have Brian Robinson Jr., who I like, Tajay Spears, who I like, Blake Corum. I am up in 9 picks. So what went after Brock Bowers was Romeo Doubs, Zach Moss, James Conner, David Njoku, Tony Pollard. This is in round 9. Joshua Palmer, Rashid Shaheed, Trey Benson, Khalil Shakir, and Goddard at the double tap at the turn. Caleb Williams goes 110. Devin Singletary, Jacoby Myers, good value there at 112. There goes Brian Robinson Jr. I am 2 picks away. I see Chase Brown correlation with Joe Burrow. I think I might be able to come away. I am on the clock, and I am going to go with some Chase Brown. And this is a good spot for me with my running back room. I can build on my running back room. I'm in round 10. I just got Chase Brown. Tajay Spears just went on after me. I normally would click Spears, but since I have Joe Burrow, I'm getting that correlation. Brandon Cooks goes at the turn. Same with Ezekiel Elliott. And then I'm 1 pick away. I've got Corum and Edwards in front of me. This person has 4 running backs. They go quarterback good. I click on Blake Corum. I really like Blake Corum this year. Let's review my team. I've got Jamar Chase, Debo, Malik Neighbors, Terry McLaurin, Trey McBride with Kyler Murray, Lat McConkey, Joe Burrow, Brock Bowers, Chase Brown. So I have Chase Brown, Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow. And then I also have my second running back now in round 11 is Blake Corum. After me in round 11 goes Gabe Davis, Gus Edwards, Mike Williams, Jerry Jeudy, Jerome Ford. I am 13 picks away. And my structure is 2-2-5-2. I'm set at my quarterback. I'm set at tight end. I got 2 and 2. So now I'm just trading running back and receiver. At this stage of the game, 11 picks away. I'm very happy with how I have things working because I'm only going to fill out my running back and my receiver room here in round 12. So it is a cool way, calm way to coast in this rapid fire, rapid succession 10-second draft that we have. All right, the person at the 12-13 turn went Gibbs, London, Laporta, Christian Kirk, Josh Jacobs, Xavier Worthy, Jameson Williams, Cortland Sutton, Khalil Shakir, Dallas Goedert. Now they have Jared Goff and Kirk Cousins. We are in round 12. The 11 pick wrapping back, they just got Zach Charbonnet. Xavier Legette just goes. Josh Downs. Pick 137 goes to Pat Freiermuth. Rico Dowdle at 138. I am 2 picks away. I like Marshawn Lloyd a lot, and I don't mind. Oh, there he is, Marshawn Lloyd. I am on the clock, and I click him. I'm a few picks away. I really like Ricky Pearsall right now with all the buzz and the news that's out there. He could be my perfect 6 wide receiver. Jahan Dotson goes. I could go Jermaine Burton to get a little more correlation with Joe Burrow. Did I get sniped? I did not get sniped. I'm going to go with Ricky Pearsall. I don't mind veering away from Jermaine Burton here. I already have Chase Brown and Jamar Chase with Joe Burrow, so I'm very happy to go with some Ricky Pearsall. I now have a 2-3-6-2 build. I'm very happy with my wide receivers. This may end up being a 7-7 RB2 receiver room. We shall see. Jaleel the Steel McLaughlin goes at pick 153. Deshaun Watson is here in pick 154 in round 13. We're coming up on the 11 pick. They just went with Adam Thielen. Adam Thielen, just a good, quiet, calm pick. He's not going to win your league, but he is going to fill out representative weeks in your best ball teams. We're at the 12th drafter. They go with Jermaine Burton, so Jermaine Burton fell a little bit to them, and Tyler Algier is out there as well. Clicked. Kamani Vidal, Roman Wilson, Ray Davis, are at the top of the queue. I'm seeing some Demario Douglas in 5 picks. I would be happy to get him. Roman Wilson is at the top of the board. Rashad Bateman just went. We are in round 14. There goes Ray Davis, Geno Smith. I do like the idea of clicking on some Chuba Hubbard here. And it looks like Jaleel McLaughlin. Yes, he is gone. I'm going to go with some Chuba Hubbard. And I hope Demario Douglas falls to me. So I have 4 running backs. My 4th running back is Chuba Hubbard. There goes Malachi Corley. I'm loving the idea of getting Demario Douglas here as my final wide receiver. As my 7th, there goes Cade Otton at the turn and Troy Franklin. That person has Cole Kmet, TJ Hawkinson, and Cade Otton. Very interesting strategy there. They go Ben Sinnott right in front of me. I'm going Demario Douglas. I'm in round 15. So the one hole went McCaffrey, Achane, Devonta Smith, Patrick Mahomes with Hollywood Brown, Brian Thomas Jr., David Montgomery, Jaden Daniels, Tyler Lockett, Brandon Cooks, Ezekiel Elliott. They've gone Cole Kmet, TJ Hawkinson, Troy Franklin, and Cade Otton. Very interesting strategy there for them. J.K. Dobbins goes right after me. I'm up in 11 picks. Michael Wilson goes. I probably could have gotten him with Kyler Murray. I can look towards some Zay Jones, Aaron Rodgers, Noah Fant goes. Now looking at this board, I probably miss Michael Wilson just for the fact that we're at a rapid pace here. Demarcus Robinson, some of that good game stack. Rams and Cardinals goes after me. So there's a mistake there that I could say that I didn't get Michael Wilson to go with Kyler Murray, but I'm okay with not going overkill on a stack with a team. I'm happy with Kyler Murray and Trey McBride. But if I had to do over, knowing what I know now, I would go Michael Wilson. I'm 6 picks away. We're heading into round 16. Let's see. I like Khalil Herbert. I like Roshan Johnson even. I like Braylon Allen enough to click him. There we go. I will click on some Khalil Herbert. I am up in 4 picks, and I am hoping I can get Roshan Johnson. I like the idea of Khalil Herbert getting traded or being on another team. And I love the idea of Roshan Johnson being the contingent value play behind DeAndre Swift. So let's see if Roshan falls to me. This will give me 6 running backs. Jalen McMillan goes. I go Roshan. Now I'm up in 18 picks. What I can probably do with round 18 is get some Greg Dortch and hope that he falls to me. Something differentiated for a Cardinals stack. This is my team heading into round 18. I have Jamar Chase, Deebo Samuel, Malik Neighbors, Terry McLaurin, Trey McBride, Ladd McConkey, Kyler Murray, and Joe Burrow. Brock Bowers is my second tight end. Chase Brown, Blake Corum, Marshawn Lloyd, Ricky Pearsall, Chuba Hubbard, Demario Douglas, Khalil Herbert, and Roshan Johnson. This is lining up for me to have a 2772 build, a 2682 build. I'm looking towards, Zay Jones is on the board as well. So I'm 9 picks out. I like the idea of getting Zay Jones or Greg Dortch on my squad. Let me queue up some other wide receivers just in case they get taken. I'll put up Malik Washington. I'll scroll down to A.T. Perry. I'm up in 6 picks. We are in round 18. Khalif Raymond goes. Jalen Hyatt, Jatavion Sanders, Colby Parkinson. Great pick late, Colby Parkinson. If I didn't have 2 stud tight ends, I would really like Colby Parkinson for my Cardinals and Rams build. There goes Dawson Knox. Juwan Johnson. We're right about 20 minutes here. Drake May, just a few picks away. I'm up next. I am guaranteed to get between Zay Jones and Greg Dortch. And there it is. I will get Zay Jones. So I have Zay Jones to go along with Kyler Murray. The mistake that I made earlier in the draft where I didn't get Michael Wilson, maybe I get a different ripple effect by getting Zay Jones. Elijah Moore goes at 215. We are on the last person picking, and they go with Odell Beckham Jr. So let me see if I can pull up the completed teams, the mini Schnauzer 3. We will view the full draft. Let's talk about this board. All right, so for my team overall, I have Jamar Chase, Deebo Samuel, Malik Neighbors, Terry McLaurin, Ladd McConkey, Ricky Pearsall, and Demario Douglas, as well as Zay Jones. And then my running backs are Chase Brown. I waited until round 10. Blake Corum, Marshawn Lloyd. So I went 3 in a row. Chuba Hubbard in round 14. Round 16, 17, I went Khalil Herbert, Roshan Johnson. It's something different. It's not something you're going to see all the time. Late, getting 2 running backs on the same team, not the worst thing because I'm not putting in such a huge investment. I know you want to have 18 live players or the most amount of live players into the playoff weeks, but I kind of like the idea of doing something completely different where maybe Khalil Herbert does end up on another team. And I see that Roshan Johnson upside contingent value where it's a factor of one. We remove Khalil Herbert, and then all of a sudden, the factor of one change there is Roshan Johnson has requisite share of that backfield with DeAndre Swift, who hasn't been necessarily the model of help, hasn't always necessarily taken over the entire lion's share of the workload in the backfield for his teams. So Roshan Johnson, to me, is a very sneaky play. I rebounded with Zay Jones, where I had missed Michael Wilson. So a pivot point in my draft, I went at the 14-15 wraparound pick. Again, I was the third pick. I went Chuba Hubbard. Love me some Chuba Hubbard. And then I wrapped around. I've enjoyed having some Demario Douglas. 2 picks after me, somebody went Michael Wilson. So in my tunnel vision in this fast, rapid draft, that was just one point where I'm like, oh man, I should have clicked some Michael Wilson. Granted, where I have Demario Douglas, if Michael Wilson is clicked there, if I'm prescient enough, quick enough to click and think of Michael Wilson, then my 18th round pick becomes some other dart throw that isn't Zay Jones. So my stack, my entire team in review, let's talk about it. Kyler Murray, Joe Burrow. My 2 tight ends are Trey McBride and Brock Bowers. So McBride is there with Kyler Murray. And my receivers, I started off real hot with them. Jamar Chase, pick 3. Deebo Samuel, Malik Neighbors, Terry McLaurin, Lab McConkey, Ricky Pearsall, Demario Douglas, and then Zay Jones. So Zay Jones with McBride are there with Kyler Murray. And then I also have some Rams correlation with Blake Corum, that backfield there. We'll see how Kyron Williams does. And then for the Burrow side, I have Chase Brown. He was my first running back. Chase Brown is my first running back, pick 118. And then I go Jamar Chase as well. There was an opportunity for me to get Jermaine Burton, but I passed on Jermaine Burton in this draft. I believe it was for me to get Ricky Pearsall. And then reading off my running back room, my 6 running backs, Chase Brown, Blake Corum, Marshawn Lloyd, Chuba Hubbard, Khalil Herbert, and Roshan Johnson. Now, I did not get, in reviewing this team with the Cincinnati-Denver side, I didn't get any Denver Broncos. I had eyed some Jaleel McLaughlin, but Jaleel was not there. So a critique or some change that I could do for this draft overall in my 2-6-8-2 build with getting some Bengals, I could have gotten some Denver Broncos. And then another critique, which I'm okay with, but it's just acknowledging what happened. Kyler Murray, where I had the opportunity for Michael Wilson, I nabbed and got Demario Douglas. I really do like Demario Douglas. So just in the ripple effect, that just caused me to go out and get Zay Jones later. I'm happy Zay Jones was there later. Maybe I differentiate. Maybe so many more people have Michael Wilson with Kyler Murray, and hopefully I'm doing something different. So this was a very fun exercise. It was rapid fire. I hope it all made sense, and it was a lot of fun. It was so quick, and hopefully I kept up with this draft enough for you to understand. And hopefully you're all having fun doing these fast drafts. I hope it becomes a little bit more of the norm, or at least offered more, right? We can have 30, 20, 15, 10-second drafts. And of course, I love these slow draft streets, but this was a very fun exercise, something different to do. And before you knew it, the draft was over. I'm Jeremiah Retzlaff. This has been Best Ball Study Hall. You can find me on X at Coach Retzlaff1. Give this a like, give it a share. Please leave a review. It really helps me a lot. I will see you all next week. Thank you.